This is part 2 to the lesson 5-7 video. In example 2, we have a story problem worked out for us, and make sure you always go through these examples just to get an idea of how those problems are set up and the strategies that they're suggesting. In this case, we're working with cross products, knowing that that's not the only strategy to use, but the one that we're going to be practicing during this lesson. So at the bottom of page 219, we have an example. Alicia's class is making care packages for a local shelter, and they can make 8 care packages with 240 items. Okay, and in that case, how many care packages, X, can they make with 500 food items? Okay, so one thing you want to know too when you're working with proportions is that you can reduce the fraction initially here. We're not going to do cross canceling with 8 and 500. We're just going to reduce 8 over 240 to mean one care package has 30 items. Okay, and that just is helpful sometimes when you are multiplying, and that just makes 1 times 500 versus 8 times 500. So again, it's a preference thing, and just knowing that there are a couple different ways to do the same problem here. So in this case, I'll use my 1/30th, my reduced fraction, and multiply cross products to get 1 times 500, which is 500, equals, and then 30 times x, which is 30x. Okay, so we can divide both sides by 30 to isolate the x, and divide by 30. Hopefully you're thinking there's a couple of different ways that we could reduce this, one being a calculator, another just crossing off a common zero and doing long division, 50 divided by 3. Okay, and I can do that with a calculator very quickly here. 50 divided by 3 is 16.6 repeating, but the question is asking how many care packages can they make. And so with 500 food items, they would be able to make 16 care packages. Okay, so I'm going to put CP for care packages there. We're not going to worry about the remainder in this case because the remainder is just some extra items that aren't enough to make one more care package. Okay. On page 220, we're looking at some more story problems, but we're using the constant of proportionality to write some equations and solve. So again, this might not be something, a strategy that you're used to using. You want to do it a different way, maybe in your head and figuring these out. But please stretch yourself to look through the example and try to do the examples with the strategy given here. So the example shown is, first of all, finding that constant of proportionality and then translating that constant of proportionality into an equation. Okay, so using that equation also to solve for a given value. So let's just look through that, take some time to look through the example shown, and then we're going to pop down here to 3A, where it says Matthew paid $49.45 for 5 DVDs. How much would it cost for 11 DVDs at the same rate? Okay, so we have $49.45. Whoops, my 9 didn't go there. $49.45 for 5 DVDs. And so we can divide that out, $49.45 divided by 5, to get the constant of proportionality to be $9.89. Okay, and what we could do is we could say that the cost, the total cost, is equal to $9.89 for X number of DVDs. Okay, so that would be an equation that we could write for that. If we solve this using a proportion, before I go to the proportion, it's asking for 11 DVDs. Okay, so what we can do is plug in that 11 for X and find out that 11 CDs times $9.89 per CD is $108.79. Okay, we can solve that same problem using a proportion, okay, and cross products. So that's how this would look. $49.45 divided by 5, or for 5 CDs, equals X amount of money. How much money for 11 CDs? Okay, so we're going to use cross products and take $49.45 times 11 to get 543.45. Okay, that's cross products this way here. And then 5 times x is equal to 5x. Okay, divide both sides by 5, and we will bring the calculator up. Sorry about the random strokes there. By the way, it was 95, not 45, so sorry about that. So we'll take 543.95 divided by 5 to find out that same price of $108.79, which is what we got up here. So same problem solved using an equation, using the constant of proportionality here. And then also the same problem being solved using a proportion. Either strategy works. And that's it for section 5.7. Please make sure to request a Google Hangout if you need more problems to be worked out.